Every day you wake up, life is already waiting to fight you. It doesn't knock. It doesn't ask for permission. It just comes swinging. Bills, responsibilities, doubts, fears. Every crack in your mind, life tries to widen it. Every weakness you hide, life drags it into the light. But understand this, you were not born to bow. You were born to break the chains life throws at you. The world wants you soft. It wants you tired. It wants you desperate. Because a desperate man is a defeated man. A tired soul is easy to manipulate. A weak mind needs permission to rise. But you are none of that. You are the storm they never saw coming. You are the pain they cannot endure. You are the battle they should have feared. Conquering life is not about avoiding battles. It's about embracing them, walking into the storm on purpose, looking at life and saying, "You will not break me. I was forged for this." When life throws pain, you laugh. When life throws doubt, you build discipline. When life shows fear, you show it your heart unshaken. Do you want to know why life attacks you? Because it senses your potential. It smells the greatness in your blood. It knows you can change everything if you wake up to your own power. That's why it fights you every damn day. Because you are dangerous. Because you were born to conquer it. So today, don't just survive life. Conquer it. Every battle, every scar, every moment it tries to break you, answer with power. Because life does not fear the weak. It fears the relentless. You see, life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care about your feelings. It only understands pressure. It only respects power. You can beg for mercy all you want, but life has none to give. So why beg? Why plead? Why waste your breath explaining why it's hard? It's supposed to be hard. That's how you know it's worth it. The weak look at the mountain and cry because it's steep. The strong smile because they know climbing it will make their legs unbreakable. Every setback you face is a test, not a punishment. It's life asking you one question: how bad do you want this? And if your answer is silence, if your answer is quitting, you never deserved it to begin with. But if your answer is pain, if your answer is blood, if your answer is getting back up when you have nothing left, then you are the type of beast life fears. Do you think warriors are made in comfort? Do you think champions are built from convenience? No, they are carved from chaos. They are shaped by fire. You cannot conquer life if you fear struggle. You cannot own your destiny if you refuse to suffer for it. Pain is the down payment for power, and every day you refuse to pay, life owns you a little more. So let life come. Let the storms rage. Let the losses pile up. Let the weight crush your shoulders until your knees buckle. And when it does, smile. Because the battle means you are still alive. And if you are alive, you can still fight. They want you to break. They want you to question yourself. They want you to quit. But you won't. Because you are not built like them. You are built from war. You are built from hunger. You are built from every scar life thought would end you. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need approval to succeed. You take what you came for. You break the door if it won't open. You rip your destiny from the hands of fate with blood-stained fingers. This world does not belong to the weak. It belongs to those willing to suffer for it, and those willing to bleed for it. Those willing to become monsters to protect their dreams. So if life wants a war, give it one. If life wants to break you, become unbreakable. If life wants to bury you, become the seed that grows back stronger. Because yes, you are not here to survive. You are here to conquer. Because understand this, life doesn't fear noise. Life fears silence. The silence of a man who no longer explains himself. The silence of a man who no longer asks for permission. The silence of a man who knows deep in his bones that he cannot be stopped. That is real power, not screaming, not begging, not crying to the sky for help. Real power is standing in the wreckage of your own life and whispering, "I'm still here." No applause, no witnesses, just you and the storm staring each other down. And the storm blinks first. Because what life cannot break, it learns to fear. And the man who has survived every battle, every betrayal, every lonely night, that man becomes something else entirely. He becomes inevitable. He becomes the force life has no answer for. He becomes the kind of man who walks into hell and comes back with fire in his hands. And when the world asks him how, he just smiles. Because they wouldn't understand. They didn't see the nights you spent fighting demons in the mirror. They didn't feel the weight of silence when nobody believed in you. They didn't bleed with you. They didn't break with you. So they will never understand why you refuse to quit. Why you refuse to bow. Why you stand when your body begs you to fall. But that's the beauty of it, they don't have to understand. Because this war is not theirs to fight. This dream is not theirs to chase. This life is yours. Yours to conquer. Yours to own. Yours to build brick by brick, scar by scar, breath by breath. So the next time life comes knocking, don't run. Open the door. Step outside. Look it in the eye and say, "I've been waiting for you." Because no matter how many battles life brings, you only need one thing to win them all. The will to never stop fighting. That's the secret. That's the weapon. That's the truth the weak will never understand. The man who refuses to surrender cannot be defeated. So rise, again and again, until your legs give out and then crawl forward. Because warriors don't retire. Kings don't abdicate. Legends don't quit. And you are all three. You are the warrior, the king, and the legend life tried to bury. But they forgot you are the seed. Bury you deep and you only grow stronger. The truth is, you will lose. You will fall. You will break in ways you didn't think were possible. And some days you will want to stay broken, because healing hurts more than the wound itself. But if you can hear me now, it means you are still breathing. And if you are still breathing, you are still dangerous. Because the world only fears the man who refuses to die quietly. The man who drags himself back into the fight when his mind says stay down. The man who walks alone if he has to, because his vision is too clear to follow the blind. Listen to me, I know you're tired. I know you're doubting yourself. I know the weight feels unbearable, but the weight isn't there to break you. The weight is there to show you who you really are when the mask falls off and there's nobody left to impress. The weight is the gift. Because once you lift it, nothing in this world can hold you down again. You want peace? Earn it. You want respect? Command it. You want the life they said you could never have? Take it with your own hands. But first you have to bury the version of yourself that's still waiting for someone to save him. No one is coming. Not your friends, not your family, not some miracle. The only man who can save you is the man you become when you stop running. Stand still for a moment. Feel that silence. That's your fear losing power. That's your doubt running out of excuses. That's the old you taking his final breath. Now step forward. Not because you know the way, but because you refuse to stay where you are. That's all it takes. One step, then another. And soon, the man who doubted himself will disappear, replaced by the man who knows exactly who he is. A conqueror. A king in his own right. A man who owes no apologies for the fire in his soul. So go now. Not with rage, but with certainty. Not with noise, but with silence so powerful it shakes the ground beneath you. Because when a man walks who has faced himself and survived, the world steps aside. This is your time. This is your life. And no matter how many battles are waiting, you were built for every single one. Now walk. And let the world remember your name. Like, comment, and subscribe.